guys? Today's going to be a bit of a fun video because, yes, it's something that the Biden administration has not told many people about, was the NDAA. Hang on, is it NDAA? I think it is. Hang on. NDAA, yeah. NDAA has passed the House and is now working its way through Congress. What is in the NDAA? Oh, it's the National Defense Authorization, or the National Defense Authorization Act. And basically, it's the government spending for the next year for the military. Now, this was about $25 billion, yes, $1 billion more than what Biden asked for. He's done such a bang-up job, everybody, they decided to give him more money than he originally asked for. Don't ask. Don't ask, just consume product. But at the end of the day, it's worth, I think it was 700 and something billion? Billion. What about here? Is it here, billion? Hang on, let me go through and... How much was the NDAA? $886 billion. Yep, you heard that right. So at the end of the day, obviously it's just basically the spending for the NDAA. It goes towards giving like servicemen a pay rise. Sets up independent inquiries, and also removes the terminology "man" from the draft. Hey girls, wanted equal rights? Anything he can do, I can do better. Oh yeah, it's happening, baby. So the NDAA obviously goes through and it removes the rights of man from the draft. Where is it? Here's the title here. Required women to register for the draft, back on the table in the annual defense bill. And here's the better title for you, which is new legislation will require women like men to sign up for the potential draft. What it does, is it men or man? So here it is. The new association authorized by Senate Armed Service Committee Chairman Jack Reed, who is a Democrat. What is he, a Democrat? Jack Reed is... Where's the political party? Democrat. Yep, he's a Democrat. Would remove any references to male in the current law, leaving women on an equal playing field. I'm sorry, but women have been complaining about not having equal rights. Well, you got them. You got equal rights and equal lefts. But not everyone is on board. The committee member, blah, 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 follows these decisions, blah, blah. So basically what it does is it goes through and removes the phrase man from the draft. And this obviously then means that women will also now be on the draft as well if it passes Congress. Now, as you can imagine, well, not everybody is happy about this because women only want equal rights when it affects them. Here's a guy, I believe, going through and talking about it.
Required to register for selective service, which would enable them to be drafted. guys wanted equality. You guys said anything he can do, I can do better. Ándale, ahí les llega. Show him you can do.
So there's a woman that's literally mocking the girls, saying that, hey, you girls wanted this. Now, obviously, at the end of the day, if you go through TikTok, there is a whole bunch of women who are trying to make light of the situation. Obviously, like,
the tank will specifically
rules for, like, if we get drafted.
Be operated by a box-eyed redhead with an arm sleeve and grown-out roots. I trust her with our lives.
Now, this is the thing, right? Women think that by going through and, like, we're going to set these rules, okay? The tank is going to be operated by a woman with a sleeve tattoo and a red head, and that's not how the military works, sweetie. You get told to shut the fuck up and go that way, and you do it. Because otherwise, you go to prison. You don't get to set the friggin' rules.
Okay, but this comment section? Girl, I use my period to get out of PE. I'm not fighting in a war.
No, you are going to be fighting in a war. That's literally, if you don't, you, once again, go to prison. That's the option. Fight in the war, go to prison.
I'm cropping my military jacket. There better be...
Cropping the military jacket will get you thrown in prison. Are you noticing the distinction here, girls? If you don't play by the rules, if you don't follow the rules, if you think that you're going to be able to get in there and become headstrong and do what you want, guess what? You're going to go to prison.
Be a Duncan near our military base. Can't go otherwise.
If you don't go, guess what? Example 1 and example 2. You go to fucking prison.
Do they have a Lululemon version of the uniform?
No, they don't. You get told to shut the fuck up and wear what you're given.
My mom says I can't go if there will be boys.
Doesn't matter what your fucking mum says, you're going. If you're on the draft, guess what? You go. I know, because my dad was on the Vietnam draft here in Australia. He only got out of it because, well, thank God, the politician that was enforcing the draft at the time was overthrown and was kicked out of politics. And the new guy coming through removed the draft. The only reason my dad is not been to Vietnam War was because of that. He was literally, like, supposed to go the next day and was trying to fight it and could not.
My mom has to meet everyone's parents before I go.
Okay, same as before. Your parents doesn't mean shit. You're fucking going or you go to prison.
Nervous that I guess I'd stand my ground and say no to anything that makes me uncomfortable.
Okay. Go to prison.
Has anyone created a going to war Pinterest sport? I have low iron, sorry.
That's okay, you'll get plenty of lead when you go into the war.
Does anyone know if the tanks have an auxiliary? I can't imagine doing war without the right playlist.
See, okay, once again, no they don't, and if you don't go, you go to the fucking prison. Are you seeing the reaction here, girls? If you don't go, you go to prison. Some of you might turn around and say, okay, alright then, go to prison. And guess what? The next person on the draft will be called up. There's 330 million of you. Trust me. After the first 10 go to prison, the rest of them are going to be falling into line.
Talker, if I get captured, I'm spilling the tea and drawing maps.
It's okay, you're not really given much information. It's on a need-to-know basis. Do you think that you're going to be told where military bases are? Do you think they're just going to, especially after you write stuff like this? Not to mention the fact that it doesn't look like you're passed, but at the end of the day, do you think at the end of the day they're just going to, oh yeah, here's all our secret military outposts? Especially if you've written this on TikTok.
Do we get to pick our teams, or is it a sign?
Oh no, it's definitely assigned. You're fighting for America. You're fighting for the United States. It's definitely assigned. So, and it's funny, like, obviously women have gone through and sort of, like, tried to make a joke of it. But, like, girls, Okay.
Stop, because yet again, we have another issue. Am I even gonna fit in the hole of the tank? Am I gonna...
They'll make you fit, sweetie. Trust me, after 6 weeks of literally running and like calorie constrictions and stuff, you'll be looking fit and fine. You'll be fine to be able to fit. Not a problem. But as I say, the funny thing about this is that no one has really talked about it. Because, well, for a start, the Democrats don't want to talk about it because it'll lose their base. Like, can you imagine a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of women, realizing that it was a Democrat that is actually passing this bill? God forbid. Now, of course, obviously there are some more people on Twitter that are going through and that have actually mentioned this. Hey girls, you want equal rights? Here's another one.
I can't.
Yeah, try it. See what happens. US has passed, with exceptions, that the US Senate will follow the approved legislation for women to be drafted alongside. Bill that allows the death penalty. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. So some video we just watched. But I think there was one that was saw. Citizen Jane. Drafting women would weaken the US military. Well, tell that to China that has women in there. Military draft of women across America.
First. The people that are already in, right? Y'all shouldn't be losing that O anyway. So what's the order they should get first? The people that are already in, right? Y'all shouldn't be losing that O anyway. Right. Oh. Right. Then the amount of bombs and nukes that we got. Andre. I'm
you don't know what's in there.
And we got aliens too. Come on now.
Andre.
Come on. Then get people in jail. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
Strongly opposes a proposal to raise the pay.
Trying to find where it was, but yeah. But as I say, the funny thing is this has mostly gone unnoticed by a lot of people because at the end of the day, well, the Biden and the Democrats aren't talking about it because, like, holy dilly, this is going to lose a lot of support. But I don't know, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are in the comment section below. Personally, I think it's funny. I really, really do. Women have been complaining about the fact they don't have equal rights. Well, here they are. Here's your equal rights, baby. But let me know what your thoughts are in that comment section below. Obviously, the video has been helpful. Please smack that like button if you're new. Channel, welcome and subscribe. Apart from that, guys, we'll see you in the next demonetized video from YouTube. Have a great night and enjoy.